Boom, dropped out of nowhere this morning. It was made official by James Gunn. Superman. The next Superman movie, this coming out from the Hollywood Reporter, Man of Tomorrow, has been announced as his follow-up, and we've got a release date of July, not 2029, not 2028, July of 2027. For those of you keeping score, that is less than 2 years from now.
And before Blade.
And before... Ouch. And before Blade, we're going to get Superman's next movie, Man of Tomorrow, in less than 2 years. Hollywood Reporter writes the following. As James Gunn continues his victory tour, James Gunn has unveiled the next project in his Superman saga. Man of Tomorrow will be in theaters July 9th, 2027. So we're like 20 months from now, or 22 months from now. The filmmaker revealed on Instagram on Wednesday. The announcement was accompanied by a drawing by DC head Jim Lee. By the way, a drawing specifically made for this announcement, which we'll look at in a second. Had Jim Lee featuring Lex Luthor in a green and purple mech suit, which those of us are very familiar with Superman leaning against him with a smile on his face, and he holds a screwdriver. Luthor's armored suit designed to battle Superman has been seen for decades in the comics and in animation, but never in live action. I'm going to scroll down here so we can take a look at it. There's the announcement. This is what James Gunn put out on social media today. And you can see down there Jim Lee's name, 2025. So you know Jim Lee made this specifically, I think, for this little announcement. I believe, I could be mistaken about that. So James Gunn announces, puts it right in the image. James Gunn, Man of Tomorrow, in theaters, July 9th, 2027. All right. There are several reasons why I'm super excited about this. Number one, in no particular order, I think the very first thing I said to Rob, when Rob and I went to our first screening of Superman, after we came out of the theater, we're both smiling. And I turned around and said, the only thing that pisses me off is we're probably gonna have to wait like 4 years for the next to see him as Superman.
Yeah.
Because we kind of live in an age where you got to, at minimum, wait 3-4 years to get your sequel done. Unless it's part of a franchise in a series and they shoot them back to back or whatever. But for the most part, we live in an era where, hell, we got to wait 4 years, 3 years between seasons of television. And instead, we are getting this in less than 2 years from today. So I love that. I absolutely love it. Number two, James Gunn brought with him a promise of using a lot of comic book stuff, maybe even more so than previous iterations and different people have done. I think a lot of people have been waiting to see this outfit of Lex Luthor, him in this outfit. As a matter of fact, I remember before Justice League came out, that toy set came out and had all the characters from Justice League, but it included a Lex Luthor in that battle suit, which obviously was never in the movie, but that got people really excited. So obviously this is going to lean very heavy into Lex is still going to play a very, very big part of this. Dude, and listen, you guys know how much I love Superman. I love this movie. Again, Man of Steel is still probably my favorite Superman movie overall. But I can't even begin to tell you how happy I was about this Superman and how it turned out and how great it was, and just a big triumphant launch for a brand new cinematic universe, digging itself out of the heap pile of rubble left in the ruinous wake of the DCEU. It ain't an easy job to claw your way out of that dump heap. And yet they did it. And I am excited about this. Now, I will also say this. I'm still kind of worried that James Gunn is doing it. Not because I don't think he did a great job of Superman. He did. I just don't think he can properly do his job as the co-CEO of this company while also being completely 24 hours a day, completely wrapped up in making another movie. I think he's the guy to run DC. I do. But if you want to be the director, go be a director. Direct all the movies if you want, but let somebody else run the creative stuff, which is not what his partner is there to do. You know, He's not there to run the creative. James Gunn is. James Gunn is supposed to be the creative head of this dragon. And you got Peter Safran there to handle more of the behind the scenes, business aspects of it and stuff like that. And that's great. But so I'm still a little bit worried about that. But you know what? I will let myself worry about that later. Today, I'm going to let myself just be happy about the fact that we got this announcement. Brand new film. I love the way he announced it too. So casually on a Wednesday. Oh, I'm just going to leave this right here. Little sketch I had Jim Lee make up for me of Lex Luthor in his battle armor and Superman. I'm just going to have to announce a release date for less than 2 years from now. I'm stoked about this. So Rob, that now means we just had Superman. Peacemaker is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm getting so excited for Lanterns. I can't wait for Supergirl. I'm really damn curious about this Clayface thing. The fact that it was written by Haunting of House Hill guy.
Flanagan.
Flanagan. Mike Flanagan is like more than fascinating. And now we've got this thing announced. They're off to a great start. They're rolling. And I'm loving what I'm hearing. Anyway, Rob, you've heard this announcement this morning, just dropped. What do you think about it?
I just want to be make a little correction to Variety, talking about the fact that Luthor's armored suit has never appeared in live action. There's a filmmaker named Sandy Kalura who made Batman Dead End, where it's a Joker, Batman, Alien, Predator movie, debuted at Comic-Con. He made a trailer for a World's Finest movie with his Superman and Batman in live action. He built one of those suits, and it was dope. It looked awesome.
I cannot wait to see
it. It looked awesome in live action. So I love that green armored suit. I love it. And now with all the technology and the things that they can do, to see that suit in live action the way I don't know if it's going to look like what Jim Lee drew, but we all kind of know it's all kind of look the same with the high back and stuff. Yeah, come on, dude. Look at that. Look at that. I want to see that. Because unlike like in Superman Returns, one of the big criticisms was Superman doesn't fight anybody. Well, how can he fight somebody? But that's why Batman wore the armored suit in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. You put Luthor in that suit, they can go toe to toe. He doesn't have to fight Ultraman.
By the way, I
loved
loved that fight. I don't care what anybody else says. I loved that.
Oh,
fight.
It was dope.
I thought
it was a great fight. But I want to see, Luthor's young. He's got the technology. They can beat the hell out of each other. Not that, oh, come on. Look at that. That's your Japanese manga anime version. Give me that suit. Hell yeah. Take him to war. They should go to War World and fight. Like Mongol gets them both and brings them to War World and puts them up, Sunday. The fight of the century, the fight of the galaxy, right here.
By the way, I just want to throw this in here too. This is setting up a rather fascinating 2027 when it comes to comic book films. Because as of this morning, this is what 2027 looks like. We got Beyond the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, the follow-up to the two best Spider-Man movies ever made. Beyond the Spider-Verse set for June 25th, 2027. Now, 1 month after that, we're going to get Superman Man of Tomorrow for July of 2027. Just a couple of months after that, we're getting the Batman Part 2 on October 1st, 2027. And then just a couple of months after that, we're going to be getting Avengers Secret Wars in December of 2027.
I think there's going to be one more Marvel movie in there too.
Well, they do have a date that's held in there. I don't think they're going to drop one in there, but they might. They might. But as of right now, look at that lineup. Like this isn't just, there's no filler in this.
No.
Beyond the Spider-Verse could end up being the best film out of this lot. Man of Tomorrow could end up being the best film of this lot. The Batman 2 very well could end up being the best of this lot, and Avengers Secret Wars could vary. These are 4 bangers.
Bangers.
And what a year that's shaping up to be. I don't know if Avengers Doomsday sucks.
That's my old face.
Now you just slide in there Man of Tomorrow. This is great for me. Rob, we see this roadmap now is starting to coalesce. It's starting to come together. Again, we've already talked about Superman, Supergirl, Lanterns, Peacemaker. We got Clayface coming. Now we know we've got this on the run. So let me ask you this. With Man of Tomorrow coming out less than 2 years from now, who are we going to get a big official announcement of first? Wonder Woman, DCU's Wonder Woman, or DCU's Batman? What do you think?
I think we're going to get Batman first. Only because we have a Supergirl movie coming out. And I think, look, I'd love to see, although I would, okay, here's the thing. Let me amend this. I think it's possible that we get an announcement of who's playing Wonder Woman, but they're going to put a Batman movie into production first, whether it's Brave and the Bold or whatever it is, because I think that they've been working on that script for a long time, and I think they know what they're going to do. So I think, because it wouldn't surprise me if whatever Wonder Woman, like they could tease the Wonder Woman character like they did in the end of Superman. They gave a Supergirl a tease.
Yeah.
They could add a scene with this new Wonder Woman to a Supergirl movie or whatever. And I do think that we're going to see more of those kinds of things happening. Look, I'm really excited the fact that they're really building a universe.
Yeah.
They're not making it on a film by film basis. They're really building a universe, and they're constructing it, building it out, and it's pretty robust. I mean, Peacemaker leads into Lanterns, leads into Clayface, leads into Supergirl. I mean, we're not going to get Supergirl before Clayface, but leads into Supergirl, then Clayface, then Superman. So they've got stuff cooking. I mean, it's good that they've got multiple things on multiple fronts happening. So that's exciting. Mm-hmm. We truly are getting a universe.
Yeah. We are, and listen, I think we may see Batman and Man of Tomorrow. I'm going to throw that. I think we may get our first.
Well, I was wondering if we see Wonder Woman and Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
and I think the title Man of Tomorrow is going to have many meanings, and I don't think it just refers to Superman.
Ooh,
who is the Man of Tomorrow?
Well, that traditionally that is Superman.
But she has said that it's not a traditional, like it's more of a family movie. I think the question is,
but he's still calling it part of the Superman saga.
I know, I think he's being cheeky with that title. I think that that question is going to be posed. What is the Man of Tomorrow? Is it a guy like Luthor? Is it a guy like Superman? Is it a guy like Bruce Wayne? Is it a guy like John Stewart? I think that's actually a question. Now, they're not going to say that, but I think the movie's going to deal with that.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? They dropped the bomb this morning. James Gunn announcing Man of Tomorrow with a big image of Superman and Lex Luthor. And we've got a release date, and it's way sooner than I thought it would be. It is less than 2 years away now, coming in the summer of 2027, in a year with a bunch of, within 6 months. Within a 6-month window in 2027, we're going to get Beyond the Spider-Verse, Man of Tomorrow, Batman, The Batman Part 2, and Avengers Secret Wars. All within 6 months of each other. Anyway, whatever you guys feel about this, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.